はあ、何時だろう。
It's 11 o'clock in the eastern eight zone of Earth, if you really want to know.
やっぱりソニックプライムを一番で見終わったせいで、次の日はベッドから起きられないんだな。
I'll pretend I didn't see you playing Helldivers with me every night for the past few days. Or did you really forget why you were kicked out of the lobby by Misui and had to sleep?
だってヘルダイバーには本当に面白いんだもん。
You're not human, you know. Why don't you just get rid of your sleepiness, like me?
でもヨたちが今のような怪物になる前は、ヨたちも普通の人間だった。もし寝たり食べたりしなくなったら、この世界には何の楽しみもないだろう。
Well, if you insist on not changing your habit of feeling sleepy every time you wake up. As for fun, how about immersing yourself in science and not sleeping?
お願いだよ。そんなインテリっぽいこと言わないでよ。でも、ソニックプライムはこれで一旦終わりだね。第2部があるかどうかもわからない。せっかく出てきた君の出番が満載の作品だから、少し残念な気もする。
To correct you, it's not me.
え、主な宇宙の君？
That's not right either. The real me barely has any scenes. The one who has scenes is another parallel universe me. I'm glad you see all the parallel universe tales as tales, but we parallel universe isotope do have different details.
まあ、わかるよ。だって彼は7本の機械の尾があるんだもん。9匹の狐と比べて、彼の新しい尾はもっと雲みたいじゃない？
You're not going to call him Spider, are you? Then should he also change into a red and blue uniform?
いや、世はクモマンよりも、彼は緑の制服に着替えて、オクトパス博士のコスプレをすべきだと思う。
Then you'll get hit by a copyright lawsuit.
まあ、だから、このアニメは一旦終わりだね。どう思う？9について。
Yeah, I think it's good. Except for the sudden repentance and apology at the end. That was a bit rushed. I thought he would be more stubborn, just my personal opinion.
いや、そういう意味じゃないよ。聞きたいのは、彼の行動についてどう思うかだ。でもその前に、君が言ったもっと頑固になるとはどういう意味？
Well, for example, Nine gets so angry that he decides to go straight into the prism and absorb energy. Then Sonic yells, "No, you will die!" Or something, and sacrifices himself to save him. Nine realizes from such a selfless act that he was the one who went too far and wakes up and regrets it. I guess I prefer that kind of plot.
それは暗すぎるよ。世たちにとって、これは別の宇宙で本当に起こったことなんだよ。どんなミスも新しい暗い単一宇宙を作り出す可能性があるんだよ。どうして君は別の自分が死にかけるのを望むの？ちょっと、この発言はちょっと神視点すぎるよね。君は彼女の影響を受けてるの？
Maybe so. After all, I'm just a copy of the main universe tales made by a third-party fan work. Behind the fourth wall, I don't have any rights. Strictly speaking, my existence there is illegal. So I think it's totally inappropriate to compare my story with those of the real official tales created by Segai, right? For example, what if she posted my story under the official works and used my story as a topic and said that the real tales were bad, wrong, boring, and so on? Pray to heaven, that would be a disaster. I don't know if she cares, or maybe she's proud of it, but I'm done for because everyone will hate me.
まあ、そうだね。普通に言えば、空気が読めないという行為だね。だって、公式作品の下で同人作品のコメントを投稿したり、同人作品を神として崇めたり、同人作品が公式を超えたと思ったり、そんな行為は、あまり極端に言いたくないけど、やっぱり良くない行為だよ。もちろん、同人作品の中には公式よりも良いものもあるかもしれない。極端な例としては、例えば、
Such as Mobile Suit Gundam Iron-Blooded Orphans?
君は本当によう分かってるね。小狐さん、さすがは世だけのテイルスだよ。
You always like to watch the B theater that tortures Olga when you have nothing to do. I have to know that. Anyway, I really shouldn't judge the tales in the official works arbitrarily. Because Hyde always livened my story. I'm not the real tales, but I have my own experiences and opinions. But that might anger the people behind the fourth wall.
大丈夫だよ。自分の考えがあるのは悪くないよ。悪いのは他人に自分の考えを押し付けようとすることだよ。もちろん世は第四の壁の向こうの人たちも成人じゃないと信じてるよ。誰もが自分の考えを押し付けようとしたことがあると思うよ。
I'm not like you. You're a decent original character. You can think freely. I'm different. I'm just a mirror image of the real tales. It's obviously confusing for a mirror image to evaluate the original, especially when it comes to bad-mouthing.
でも、ここでは君の考えは超えてないよ。君は他人の領域に侵入してないよ。ただ屋台を出しただけだよ。だから安心して言っていいよ。彼女の考えじゃなくて君の考えだよ。
Well, if you say so. You heard right. Since you're watching the video up to here, I don't mean to offend you, but maybe you like to hear what a fake tales thinks about the official tales. Maybe the people who like my story would want to hear, but damn, I think it's an insult to say such things. I'm just a tales and a fade by a third party. A year ago, my model was just me. Half a year ago, I got a synthetic voice model that I could use stably and for a long time. So, for my sake, don't take what I said, what I did, to the comment section of other works and make it a topic, okay? I just want to live peacefully in my world, and for the other universes, I'm just an watcher like you.
もういいよ。自分にかけた盾術は10分だよ。じゃあ、9というキャラクターはどう思う？
Yeah, I think he's good.
さっきの話はすぐに忘れたの？
No, this is my own opinion. Rather, if I hadn't met Sonic, I might have become another 9. If I put myself in his shoes, I don't think he did anything wrong.
本気で言ってるの？彼はニューヨークの重力をひっくり返した時、中の住民を殺しそうになったんだよ。それも悪くないと思うの？
Yes, the purpose was just to make Sonic surrender. If I were him, I might have done the same thing. But I just said he wasn't wrong from his perspective. I didn't say he was righteous.
違うよ。君はそんなことしないよ。ソニックと出会った方法を忘れたいと思ってるの？
Well, the details are different. But before I met Sonic, I wasn't much different from 9. And let me say it again, it's arrogant to say such things. But back then, I hated the society, I hated the people around me, and I even hated my planet. I didn't want to trust anyone, and I couldn't. The only ones who could talk to me were the other two personalities in my head. And it was very painful and lonely. Do you think 9 was really acting tough? Quite the opposite, his heart was the weakest, and he was scared. That's why he needed so many spikes to keep others away. And my Sonic was my last salvation in despair. He was the only reason I lived on. I guess 9's thoughts were similar to mine. After all, I survived in the sewers for 2 years. 9 was much more lonely than me, and even more lonely than the main universe tales. No wonder he became antisocial.
そうだね。あるいは反宇宙人格と言った方がいいかも。彼の自分勝手な行動で何個もの単一宇宙が危うく滅びそうになったんだ。上に住んでる人たちのことはもっと言うまでもない。忘れないでね。ニューヨーク市にはたくさんの市民がいるんだよ。
Yes, but don't forget, the destruction of the universe was not mainly caused by 9 actions, but by the Chaos Council opening 2 unstable portals to other worlds. Without a complete prism, there was no way to close or stabilize those portals. The destruction of the universe was inevitable. And before he felt betrayed by Sonic, he wasn't that selfish. After all, his plan was originally made for Sonic. The blueprint that Sonic drew for him gave him dreams and hopes. He wanted to bring back Green Hill for Sonic, only he used his own hands to create his own version. Of course, one thing that must be admitted is that, in my view, 9 didn't care about the lives of anyone in any other universe. The Enon showed it clearly. 9 only wanted one world, That was a world with only him and Sonic, a world for just the two of them. Anyone else, the riffraff, could be sacrificed. Naturally, that includes Sonic's original friends, and that includes any other Tails. His words made it clear. There is only one me. He obviously wanted to be the only Tails for Sonic.
セールスとマンジ、各世界のテイルスに共通する特徴といえば、やっぱり科学と技術に天才的な才能があることだよね。原始人バージョンの君でもそうだ。
Thanks for the compliment, but not really. If I remember correctly, the antimatter universe version of me hated technology and liked magic. Yeah, the one in the Scourge universe.
世たちの境界になると、魔法と技術はもう一体のものになってるんじゃない？
Yep.
話がそれちゃったね。でも前回のビデオのコメント欄で、誰かが君の子供時代の性格は、ナインとソニックが恋愛してるみたいと言ってたよ。どう思う？
Well, I think I'm similar to him. But do you know what's different between me and him?
君には自分だけのソニックがいる。
Bingo. I said it before. I'm not a hero. Actually, I don't care much about other people's lives. I'm too busy worrying about Sonic. But my Sonic is my lighthouse. When I'm confused, I just need to think about what he would do. My Sonic is mine alone. Even if he falls in love with someone else, I'll quietly bless him from behind. Maybe I'll be a bit regretful and sad, but in the end, I'm his only Tails. But Nine is different. He's doomed to never get Sonic. He thinks of Sonic as his light, his savior. He's obsessed with being with him. He wants to escape from the misery of New York City and create a new future with him. But that's just a delusion. He's overlooking one problem. The Sonic had his own life, his own friends, his own Tails. The Sonic is not his. He never was, and he never will be. Violence only breeds more violence, and forced love never true love.
そうだね。ナインは自分のものじゃないものを奪おうとして、グリーンヒルを元に戻す方法を全部拒否してるんだ。彼は分かってるんだよ。主な宇宙を元に戻したら、ソニックは彼をいらなくなるって。それは狂ってると思わない。彼の弱さが彼を傷つきやすくして、傷つけば傷つくほど弱くなって、理性を失って、ヒステリックになってるんだ。
Yeah, he was almost insane at the end, believing that he could fix anything with his own power if he caught Sonic, and ignoring the destruction that was happening around him. But I won't say his actions were wrong. From his perspective, I understand. You should understand too, and you're a Vex. You have an absolute rational side. Of course, this is not justice.
そうだね。事情はいつも多面的だよ。そういえば、世はナインが後でしたことは狂ってると思うけど、でも君はソニックが事態が悪化するのに少しは責任があると思わない？初めて会った時から、ソニックはナインをテイルスとして見て、テイルスに対するように扱ってたんだ。彼はナインに希望を与えたけど、ずっとグリーンヒルのことを言って、ナインの感情を無視してたんだ。彼はテイルスに対する考えをナインに押し付けてたんだ。厳密に言えば、このソニックも空気が読めないやつだよ。本当のテイルスは彼と彼の友達のために命を懸けられるし、彼に従順になれるし、彼のために自分を犠牲にできるけど、ナインは違うんだ。ナインにとって唯一の友達は突然現れた熱情に満ちたソニックだけだったんだ。ナインはソニックが自分を置いていく可能性を理解できないし、許せないんだ。もしかしたら彼にとって、主な宇宙のテイルスが死んだ方がいいと思ってたかもしれない。だって、暗闇にいる人は一筋の光を諦めないんだ。たとえそれが他の暗闇にいる人たちを死なせるとしても。ソニックは最終回でナインの攻防を見てやっと気づいたんだ。ナインの計画は自分のためだけじゃなくて、彼のためでもあったんだ。
But Sonic wasn't wrong either. He just wanted to save everyone. You could say it was his responsibility because his recklessness killed them all. That's why he asked Nine for help, but he didn't realize that goal was against Nine's goal. The fact was, he thought what he wanted, that if he restored the main universe, Nine could get along with his tails and live peacefully. But the result was, they might never see each other again, unless there's a sequel. In the end, Nine had no friends, and everyone hated him. The prism returned to the main universe, and the Grim was destroyed. Maybe some people would think he deserved it.
まあ彼は自業自得だと言ってもいいかもね。反ユートピアで孤独に長く暮らしてる人に高い期待はできないよね。彼の後でしたことは確かにひどかったよね。例えば市民の命をソニックに脅迫するとか。
There were some sudden developments in the third season. Nine threatening Sonic with the lives of the civilians was one of them. And trying to kill the other two and become the only Tails and trying to kill Sonic and so on.
ソニックを殺そうとした。彼は生け捕りにしようとしたんじゃないの？
Yes, but think about it. He must have known from before that if he extracted the prism energy from Sonic's body, Sonic would die.
いい質問だね。ソニックが抽出機に乗った時に初めて分かったとも言えるよ。だって結末の前に彼はソニックを捕まえられなかったし、抽出機に乗せるチャンスもなかったんだ。
I think I wouldn't be that stupid, but if Nine knew from before, everything he did at the end was...
まさに殺人だよ。
And if this logic is correct, then our discussion so far was meaningless. Because according to this theory, from the third season on, I was a pure villain, the biggest joker in the whole show. He was an evil fox who wanted to kill Sonic and build his own empire on Sonic's corpse.
この理論は怖すぎるよ。そうなったら世はナインにバールの信者という肩書きをつけてもいいかもね。でもいいことを考えようよ、テールス。世はソニックが抽出機に飛び乗った後にナインが彼のエネルギーを抽出したら彼が死ぬと分かったと思うよ。でももしそうだとしたら、じゃあもし前にナインがソニックを捕まえて彼のエネルギーを抽出したら彼が死ぬと分かったら、ナインはまだ一人でやり通すだろうか。
I don't know. Who knows? Anyway, only the scriptwriter knows what he thinks.
ナインがそうしたらまるで闇可愛いみたいだよね。手に入らないなら壊す。
What I'm afraid of is, he's just sick and not cute.
もし君なら。
Me, it's hard to imagine such a situation. It's an unreasonable assumption. Because I can never fully mimic Nine's way of thinking. My choices are inevitably influenced by my experiences and personality. Use civilians to force Sonic. I might do the same thing. But kill him? Build my empire with his life? Kill everything of my life? The only light in my life? I guess I can't do it. If I went crazy, I would probably choose to sacrifice the world to save him. Not sacrifice him to achieve the world. Besides, I've actually done something similar before.
君が自分の宇宙から逃げるための宇宙船を作った時のことだね。
Yeah, when I think about it, it feels kind of cliche. The hero wants to save everyone, but his best friend knows clearly that it's impossible. So when the end comes, the hero finds out that his buddy has been hiding the truth all along. He gave up on some people from the start. They start arguing like enemies. If you ask me, the common trait of most Sonics in the world is that they are all too good-natured. Simply put, Sonic is like a central air conditioner. But for Nine, Sonic was the only central air conditioner he could enjoy. He didn't want to let go of him, of course. Same for me, I knew my Sonic would be angry. If he knew that the Ark couldn't carry everyone, he would definitely look for another way to have it both ways. But that kind of method doesn't always exist. If we built the Ark, we could still fight with some people. I could still fight with him. But if there was no Ark, we would all die even if Sonic did admit it. But of course, this is another trolley dilemma. I sacrificed a lot of people to get a chance for the rest. I still believe this is rational. But is it really justice? Not to mention, my plan failed. Everything was gone.
まあ、少なくとも今はみんなを救い返す希望があるんだから。それに、自分で言ったように、 君とナインは違うんだよ。君には自分のソニックがいるけど、ナインにはいないんだ。ナインが欲しいのは、実は集中のソニックなんだけど、残念ながら、それは彼のものじゃない。
From the perspective of the Tales of the main universe, Nine's behavior is obviously unreasonable, right? If I were the Tales of the main universe, Nine's behavior would be to take my Sonic away and then leave me in the void to rot forgotten. Nine may not want to be Tails, but no matter how he hides it, he wants to replace Tails in Sonic's heart. To put it bluntly, he wants to completely occupy Sonic's love for Tails. And what do you think this kind of behavior is called in human society?
浮気相手。
That's right, and he's a third wheel who wants to usurp the position of the main wife. He tried to persuade Sonic to give up on saving his old friends and start a new world with him alone. Of course, from another perspective, when he did that, the real Tails was still dead in the void. He had no obligation or responsibility to revive the real Tails. So strictly speaking, there is no such thing as a third wheel. But for those of us who have the God's perspective, we all know that the real Tails will definitely come back. Because I will never be left, will not be treated like the dirt down below. I will never be replaced.
そう考えると、この物語はとても悲しいんだね。ナインも必ず手放さなきゃいけない。ソニックを家に帰らせなきゃいけない。だって物語がどう進んでもソニックは彼のものにならないんだから。物語の結末は最初から決まっていたんだよ。
You got that right. I guess most people probably realized it by the first season. Nine couldn't keep Sonic. He paid the prices, pieces, fears. Now it's all ran out, disappeared. This world can never handle the forgotten. He never get to take a shot. Accused before he can, the story is end. But maybe most people hoped he deserved a better ending, like getting along with the Tales of the main universe or something.
でもなかった。結局はただそれぞれの家に帰るだけだった。ナインには家もなかったし、虚空に浮かぶフォートレス・オブ・ソリチュードしかなかった。この結末はちょっと中途半端で、急いで終わらせた感じがする。
Yeah, he never get to see the end that's written by him. Maybe they ran out of budget.
さに一言で言い当てたね、キツネさん。でも最初に言ったように、せっかくソニックとテイルスを主軸にしたアニメが出たのに、こんなにあっさり終わらせるのはもったいない。
Well, at least we can pray that there will be a second part or a sequel or something. That's the only thing we can do.
ソニックブームさんが今まで見つからないことは知ってるよね。
Well, if Alaya has taught me something, it's that wishes always have a price. Prayers that don't want to pay the price naturally don't always come true.